Hey, I'm Bowen and we're here at Papa headquarters to play some X-Men. Before I start, I just want to give a shout out to Jules Reavers, Greg Davis, and the over 100 other supporters of the Patreon Pinball campaign that has allowed these tutorials to continue. Thank you so much to all supporters. For more information, go to patreon.com/pinball. And we're here to play X-Men, a follow-up to Tron from John Borg. And it's even signed by John Borg. This is the limited edition Magneto version, when there was only 250 made. And it has a couple of changes, including the pop-up Nightcrawler targets, the Iceman Ramp of Doom, and a spinning magnet that catches and throws the balls around. We'll see if we can get all the way through to the Danger Room and talk about the different multi-balls that are in the game. 4 different multi-balls to explore. Oh no, not the MRD facility. How else will we label our top lanes for a bonus multiplier? Oh boy, it's Storm Round. Take the full power, blah 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 blah. There we go, Storm Round's over. Okay. All right, Storm, we get it. Okay, Storm, thank goodness, is completed. The mode that kept us from getting to Danger Room earlier. But that still leaves us with 7 more to go, including the very difficult Wolverine. Let's pick off a couple of Phoenix shots here and get our first lock. After the first Magneto lock, you have to complete the green targets to light the remaining locks. Well, let's go towards Wolverine here. And while we're doing so, we can also pick off Beast.
My name is Beast McCoy, but my friends call me Beast.
And by playing a hero, even if you don't complete the hero,
It would appear that I forgot to carry the one.
no, sir. That was a really interesting thing that happened. If you're used to playing with games with upper flippers,
Looks like it's back to the
I chose deliberately there not to flip the upper flipper during Beast, including that nice whip around there to a trap on the right. So that is something I may end up using a couple more times during this game now that I've known that it seems to work. Let's go for Sentinels and Wolverine. We have completed now Beast as well as Storm. This will start Sentinels, and we're stop saying that. Don't say you're in good shape. We just need to shoot Wolverine here. Yeah, as soon as you say you're in good shape, bad things happen. That's beginning of Wolverine multi-ball. Let's keep an eye on which shots we need to make for progress. This starts out on the right side, and don't forget about the progress towards the add-a-ball. So picking off the add-a-ball is important, and the progression here goes shooting the left or right shot, shooting the Wolverine, and then you can trap up, look at the sign or look at the lights and see whether you need the left side, as I did there with Beast. And there's what I just used earlier. So I now have a little bit more knowledge of how to play this, and I can pick off for Wolverine from either side. I like the left side because if I fail, I can then throw that ball in there and get my add-a-ball. Still haven't used the add-a-ball yet, so it's very sort of, cautious isn't the right word, but you sort of just have to know what you have and take this multi-ball very slowly, if you can. Here we're just flipping, get a little more momentum to try and bring the balls together for a full trap. And now we get the big guy, so that's 2 shots up the middle. Let's try to separate first. I'm just going to hold. Don't need to flip that. The add-a-ball is still available if something goes wrong. The add-a-ball is still available. And there it is. So now that ball is going down, I've got the add-a-ball. That one's going to come back, and I'll get another one as well. And the super jackpot for Wolverine is there. 2 million. Bonus booster. And then you go back into the other mode. Also, after completing 3 of the hero modes, you will start Nightcrawler. And Nightcrawler is just a little bit of a nice point scoring opportunity, but it's not that much, to be honest. And it's basically not worth going for. Compared to the other opportunities you have during the multi-ball you're usually in. Bamf, bamf, bamf. I just want him out of the way, please.
I must always know when I'm teleporting.
I think that was a second super. 4 million for the second super and another +3 bonus X. I didn't even know that happened, but that's cool. Sweet. Wolverine, Storm, and Beast have been completed. We have 1 lock so far. The second Magneto lock could be lit by hitting that green target on the right. I'm going to go into a villain mode first, though. And I'm going to pick Shadow King. Oh, Sentinels did not complete. Interesting. That probably happened because I was too slow. I was taking my time during that Wolverine multi-ball. And while that worked out very well, I have picked off enough combos now to get Deadpool help. Wow, this is what am I doing here? Iceman? Okay. Ah! Damn it, Iceman!
I don't need the X-Men.
Why you gotta do that? Ah! So, this is no, stop it! Stop it! Stop doing that, Iceman. Oh, I see. Is Iceman part of the round I'm in? What am I in here? I don't quite understand what's happening here. Oh! Okay. And, yeah, so that happened. Do I know why that happened or what the heck it was there? Oh, take that, Shadow King. Look at that big mouth. No! And thanks to Frank Romero for portraying the Shadow King.
Keep your mind.
We've got Professor X here running. And Professor X will tell us 1 shot. After we hit Xavier, it will light up 1 shot for us to then complete the mode. But first we have to hit Xavier. And a post transfer is probably the most effective way to get the ball over fast. You can also shoot the Iceman ramp, which is a reasonable thing to do because you sort of have to get used to where it is anyway. At this point it looks unlikely that I will finish the mode, so I'm going to give up on it and just wait and time it out, focus on whatever is coming next.
Can't learn to live together. We shall surely die.
Well, where are we here in the game? We should probably go for Magneto. That was an attempted shot at the Magneto lock targets. 19 combos, and every 10 combos, you're going to get the opportunity to use Deadpool during the next villain round. So Shadow King is complete. Here is Phoenix round, which is completed by shooting the Phoenix shot a couple times, or shooting either Wolverine or, ooh, Screamer. Wow. A tough Screamer there, bad drain, big bonus. That's a heavy multiplier. And one of the awards that Blackbird will give you if the game is set for tournament play is bonus X holdover. And if you can pull that off, you're going to carry that same bonus onto your next ball. It can be really valuable. As it stands, I've failed Phoenix, I've failed Xavier. I still haven't played Rogue, but everything else has been played. And that means that when I do get to the Magneto multi-ball, it's going to be very valuable. One more shot here to Rogue.
My vision of the future now.
And let's bring a villain into Magneto multi-ball. Which one? This is hard to say. Sentinels is almost complete. so I'm going to bring in Juggernaut. Juggernaut is still a large number of shots, and this actually works pretty well with the multi-ball. So pass it over. Let's shoot Phoenix to get the multi-ball begun. And this is going to be worth quite a bit. Every hero that I've played throughout the game so far, which is all of them except for Rogue, will be lit for a heavy jackpot of 1.1 million. That's a lot of jacks worth all 1.1 million each. And you can relight the jackpots by shooting Magneto. That was not really the intended play there because they were still almost all lit. I got the Add-A-Ball a little too early there. Notice I've got a ball save running right now, so it's reasonable during a ball save time to just flop around and not relax, but be willing to play more on the fly. Okay, so let's see where we're at. We are able to shoot Iceman here and come across. That was a cool little flip there to get that off. Okay, where are we here? We've got add more time. That's more time for the Juggernaut. Bitch. Nothing can stop the Juggernaut? You sure about that? I think that there are things that can stop the Juggernaut. Alright, we have now depleted Magneto to 0 health. The super jackpot is lit, and we get the super by completing Magneto. Pow! Bam! Zap! Bow! It's a good jackpot. We've also did not complete Juggernaut, but we got good value out of it. And then it just relights some shots and gives you a chance to continue for greater value. So the reason this was such a killer multi-ball is because I had played so many of the heroes. So you don't just get this for free. And I think this is one of the places where this game really shines in its rules, is that these things happen when you pull off a good set. And so now the second phase after the super is a lot of Magneto hitting. It looks like Rogue is also lit, but I'm not going to hit Rogue. It's unlikely. But 1.1 million a shot to Magneto, yeah, that's not bad. I'm not quite sure what the rules are here, of whether if I were to shoot Rogue, it would then relight everything. But I'm willing to just take what I can get off of Magneto here. Meanwhile, I can also pick off some combos. Brain freeze! That was a brain freeze there.
Hey, look at me! I'm 15 shades of red.
23 million on the Magneto multi-ball. And it's not impossible to get back around to another Magneto multi-ball. I'm really only 12 shots away. The lock targets and the locks themselves. But if we're going for Danger Room, what we really need to do here is beat Xavier, Phoenix, and Rogue. Here's Phoenix. Phoenix you complete by shooting the right loop 2 more times. You can also complete it, I think, by shooting Cyclops and Wolverine a couple times, and then the loop, having to do with the whole storyline of who loves who, or you know what's her name, the girl from that movie, you know what I'm talking about. That thing. Yeah, that. All right, what do we got here? We've got 6 modes. 6 modes completed, and Nightcrawler comes back up again for another 30 seconds, and this is really in the way. I need to finish Xavier, and Xavier is literally blocked by this dude. So, unfortunately here, we're going to watch some acrobatics and bamfing for 20 seconds while I sit around here, and thank you again to the Patreon backers who have made it possible for us to come here to Papa to film these tutorials. A couple of quick shout outs to Jermaine Mariol and to Joe Lemire. And oh, it's over. Okay, cool. Let's get back to play. We need to finish Xavier and Rogue. All right, all right.
Playing like that?
All right, Deadpool, I get it. I'm just not interested. Doesn't matter. We can play for that. That was a dangerous shot for no good reason. Let's play Xavier. Okay, so Xavier, the first half of Xavier is to hit Xavier again, which means you either have to bounce it over here from the left to the right. I've seen a lot of Euro players do this, where it comes like this and then they give it a hard shove. I'm not as inclined to do that, but it certainly worked there. And then Beast is lit. Boom, give it another hard shove. Beast. Boom! Oh, that was pretty badass, actually.
Sometimes success is measured just one life at a time.
Yes, it is. I agree, Professor X. Gonna give it to you. All right, so let's see. We got Rogue is left. So we can just finish Rogue, which is actually an extremely easy mode to finish. So it's really just a matter of starting Rogue. So at this point, we just got to see if we can succeed or maybe just suck. I don't know. Deadpool's still banging at me. Deadpool has helped you. Well, if Deadpool would help me by allowing me to shoot the Rogue, I would really appreciate it. This is a nice opportunity. Taking a lock will give me a chance to shoot for Rogue on the replunge. What ball are we on? No, just kidding. So I'm going to lock it up in Magneto, and then when the next ball is served, just be on it quickly enough to soft plunge, and then miss the Rogue shot from there. Stop it! Go away, Deadpool. That almost went around the Rogue. So when you're in a situation like this, you just need the one more shot. Just shut up. Just play your game. Do something normal. Pretend you need 5 more shots of the same thing. And then, you never know. You might just fall into the damn shot without even trying. Like that. I've captured another ball. Okay. This would be a bad time to drain. Just kidding. All right, so now that Rogue is finished, 8 lights are lit. The Iceman and the Rogue lights are out on this one right now, so you can't see that they're solid. But we've played all 8. We've won all 8, and now we can go for Danger Room, which is right here on the left. Quick backhand, and Danger Room begins.
Run program.
So in Danger Room, there are 3 main shots lit at the beginning of the Danger Room, which is the Beast, the Magneto, and the Phoenix.
Bingo! I mean jackpot.
And they're pretty valuable. Boom. Oh, Magneto. Stop helping me, Deadpool. I don't need your help. So clearly what you need to do is you need to make all 3 of the shots, and then something good will happen, right? Will we know what it is? Oh, no, you won't, because it's over. I'm sorry about that. Worst Danger Room ever. There is a high score for Danger Room, I think. But what you do then is you hit Magneto, the 3 shots will light up again, and better things will happen than what you saw there. That was a really upsetting Danger Room. Danger Room can be quite valuable, in fact. So it's not like there was a little bit of points there. There were a lot of points there, and now they're not. So gotta be disappointed. I'm sure that some of you watching are pissed off at me for not being better at Danger Room, and I'm sorry, but I played the game a bunch of times to even get to Danger Room in the first place, and you should be happy that you got to see the start of the thing. And all right, I'll shut up now. We have some progress now towards the Magneto is ready again. And I picked Sabretooth because we haven't seen Sabretooth yet, but let's just start Magneto. Now that all 8 heroes have been played, they're all lit now, and for the maximum possible jackpot of 1.2 million. Nice LE thing here. Boom! Oh, good shot into Magneto. All right, 1.2 mil, 1.6 mil. I didn't know that. Is that really? Oh, wow. Interesting. Oh, that makes sense. So it's giving me another new 400,000 on top because I'm playing it after having gone around, because presumably you could actually play and complete even more heroes, and continue to add value to that jack. Wow, I did not know that. That's a very quick completion. There's an add-a-ball, 11.2 mil for that, 6.4 million for completing the Sabretooth. You find that once things get going on this game, apparently, I guess it really just takes off. Okay, so I've got Iceman, Rogue, and Magneto ready. Let me see if I can't get Rogue out of this, because it'd be nice to find out whether or not you can reset everything by shooting Rogue. This is a place where stage flip is really useful. Stage flip is when you hold a flipper in about halfway, and I just, as you can tell there, I suck at it. I suck at stage flipping. But I've seen a player hold kind of one finger on it sort of halfway, and then use that other finger to flip with. I don't know, I can't do that either, I'm sorry. All right, where we're at, 30 combos. We can maybe get to Hellfire. How many more for Hellfire? 4 more for Hellfire. So that was the first hit to the Hellfire targets in the entire game? That's amazing. All right, 3 more hits. 2 more hits. All right, there, the Brotherhood targets are lit. Okay, good save there. And we'll play Brotherhood. Brotherhood is a multi-ball with 5 weirdos and a bunch of shots, and Deadpool doing stuff or whatever. Deadpool banging around. I don't know. And Wreck-It Ralph is the first character you have to beat to progress. You can either take the shots that the game is offering you, or you can hit the Brotherhood targets. That was a quick exit, unfortunately. You have to do all 5 of those to get there. I'm trying to think where we're at here and what else we can do. We could go back for another Magneto multi-ball. More like, let's just go for Hellfire and see if we can pop that off. You can get back to Brotherhood by hitting the Brotherhood targets enough more times to make it work. But I also want to show a quick trick here, which is that when you hear the Hellfire Club is available, it's not, I don't have to take it. I can take Sentinels or Juggernaut, which were nearly complete before.
For me to disable.
And you can see here I'm almost done with Juggernaut.
Try not to turn you now back off.
He is depleted, as it were. Crack. Did I get him? Is he dead?
No place on earth can hide
Crack.
you from my
Okay, so now Cyclops. Nice face there. That's a nice face you got there. It's a good reason he wears that giant helmet. Ah, bad move there. That could have saved that. Instead, it's the end of the game, but not a bad game for 3 balls with no extras. 100-some million, and again, a big shout out here to the Patreon donators who have made this possible. Atticus and Jeff Palmer from Florida, the Grand Champion sponsor. They will get the Grand Champion initials on every tutorial from here on out. And appreciate all the support, and thanks for watching. Have a good one. There we go. There's the completion of Cyclops and an instant drain. Timmy.